The thing I like about it is you really do show step by step and how by having a simple $5 community, how you can really make like a really good business out of this. Do you mind sharing with our audience? Maybe not everyone knows about what you've accomplished so far, a little bit about some of your statistics.
Yeah, so I'm I was I have a $5 community, right? $5 a month. It seemed crazy to me at first, like to why would I have such a low ticket community? Like I feel like I have more value than that for people. Like it's I don't why $5? Like it's like and then what I did was the reason I chose that was because I was trying to trigger my Facebook pixel with purchases. And I got to a point, I come from like, I did some e-commerce for a bit and had good success with it. And over, when COVID started, whatever, because I went to that for a little bit, learned it. And it was all about like testing, right? So you think of your community is the same way. You want to test to get purchases. And you don't kind of don't care what it is. You can test whatever pain point you want, and it's like let me test red, blue, yellow, green, and then okay, yellow's getting some purchases. All right, so then you just okay, yellow it is, right, and you just start sending ad spend to yellow. um Dollar comes in, dollar comes back. It's on recurring, right? But for me, I was getting dollar in, I was getting four back when I actually tested this ad against this landing page for
Right.
$5. So the reason why it's $5, and I suggest this for other people, is not about like people kind of get it wrong. They think, well, if you just priced a little more, think how much more money you make. Well, no, I wouldn't. I'd probably only have 40 members and not 7,000. Because it's a whole different dynamic. But
Right.
I did it to trigger the pixel. And once you get 20 purchases on a Facebook pixel, Meta starts to optimize really, really well. It's so powerful. Meta is so powerful right now. I mean, it's just feeding on itself and learning and learning. You don't have to give it any targeting. You have to build all your targeting into your creative, right? So we have 60 seconds of loaded with value, with demographic, with um, and then you have like captions and sound and visuals, and you can just like feed this robot so much information that lands it right into the lap of the avatar you want in your community. So I'm just like I'm honestly just going for like I just want to purchase, right? I'm like just give me a sign up. And that's why I'm like, yeah, here's $20, Meta. Like I'm gonna test this ad, and fingers crossed somebody pays me $5. Like I need a purchase, because then if I get a purchase, the pixel goes, okay, well that looks like a buyer. Then another one, okay, and it refines. You get 20 of them, and you can get 20 purchases on in within 48 hours if you have something decent. Um, yeah, this was the ad. This was the landing page that I did the VSL in my car, like just off the top of my head. Like
Right.
I just had a lander that had a pain point on it that I searched the market with what people are actually paying to solve for $5 in AI film. It happened to be overwhelmed with tools. So it wasn't like come make these beautiful ads and this. It was no. It was are you overwhelmed? Like are you overwhelmed with AI and how many tools there are? Well, I solved that for $5. Come in my community, I'll show you how. Right. So
Yeah.
you split test different pain points. Um, so yeah, it was just a split test for me. And I wanted purchases. And then that day I got three, four, five, whatever. And I was like, as soon as I got my first two purchases, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm done now. Let me get the hell out of the way. And
Wow.
and and let me scale into this. Um, and then I just sat back, and on day 5 or 6, I had, three, 400 members at $5. And then from there, it was just vertical, and I didn't touch anything. I haven't even looked at the landing page since I made it. And I won't, because I
Because
don't want
it's
to get in the
working.
way. Yeah. Yeah. It's like that for anybody. You could give me any niche. Um, you're like, hey, I like say tennis. I like playing tennis. It's like, okay, great. Well, and I built it in my GPT where you can just say what you like. Um, it'll find the pain point, It searched the entire web.
Right.
HypeJet is what I call my GPT that I made in chat. It just basically does certain things that I tell it. I load documents into it, and you tell it things, and it does things a certain way. Um, so yeah, it'll find the pain point, and then it'll make a script that you can run um, on Meta as they build an ad and run it, and then it already knows what people are paying $5 for out in the world for that, for like around tennis, like say people are struggling right now with their backswing or whatever, I don't know, So
Uh-huh.
are you struggling with your backswing like right now? Like $5, I want to show you the solution. And people want to pay $5 for to solve one thing, one simple thing. They don't want to
Right.
solve their life's equation. They don't want five issues they have because then they don't trust you. They're like, $5 is, you're gonna make you're gonna make me a millionaire. Like, no, that makes no sense. Like, people are smarter than you think. So, anyways, find one little thing, that is worth $5 of solving, and just get them through the door. And then when they get through the door, you could be showing them how to build, tennis court businesses, like, or who knows what. It doesn't matter at that point.
Oh, that's true. You get them in the door,
Just
and
get them
then
in
they
the door.
see that you solve a problem, so you build the trust, and then
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, what else does he have?"
Yeah. And the best thing you can do is solve that problem in your ad. Like, do you have problems with your tennis elbow? Like, have you tried doing this with your wrist and doing that and like and wearing this and just try it. It works. It's amazing. By the way, do you want to join my community? It's $5, and in there I'll show you how to like fix your like
That
your
is
ankle
gold.
stronger or
Wait,
whatever.
hold on.
Right?
I need to highlight that for people. You
Yeah.
just hit on gold right there. That is solve a little problem right there in your ad in that 30 seconds to 1 minute.
Yeah.
And the trust factor, right?
That's how you build trust. And it's fit forward facing. So when they hit the lander, they almost feel like they owe you $5 for what you just solved for them. Okay, so by the time they hit your landing page, they already have their wallet out for $5. And then they see your face, you're like, hey, by the way, da 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 da, and they're like, and they, if anything, they just like, they you're a flawed human on your VSL. You want to be flawed. You want to be stuttering. You want to be like, especially now with AI, like who knows what these avatars or anything, like you have to show yourself flawed, and people, we are all flawed, so people will relate, um and they'll just trust you, and they'll be like, oh, it's $5 and this is a human being, like, here, take my $5, like that ad was awesome, I had that issue, I was talking to my friend about it, got in my car, you solved it for me, like what else you got, like let me get in here. So that's
Yeah.
how it's done, and that's honestly exactly what I did. And then and I was running a 4 ROAS for the first month on recurring.